Alexander Calder Spinelli here of Longbow Media, and today we are here at the Tactica Defense Fashion booth with Chelsi Rose, who is the 2018 Miss West Virginia and also has a whole other media company of her own, as well as being a brand ambassador for Tactica. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
So can you go into some of your affiliation with Tactica and why you chose to be a brand ambassador for them?
Absolutely. So I actually grew up in a law enforcement family. My father, my brother, and my sister-in-law are all in law enforcement, so I grew up around guns and concealed carry. And whenever I met Sandy at SHOT Show this past year, I really fell in love with her line because it's definitely something that I would wear that is classy and the fit is great, but it also the main concept behind Tactica is the concealed carry and the convenience of being able to conceal your weapons without the uncomfortability of most holsters that aren't meant for the women's body. So everything is kind of shrunk down and turned pink in this industry, and Sandy kind of found a niche and really formulated it for the women of the NRA and for the firearms industry.
So fashion and concealed carry typically aren't two thoughts that go together.
Absolutely not, no. And I think Sandy's really found a way to connect the two, and I am really appreciating her line and being able to rep the brand. And some of her items are actually some of my favorite in my closet. So I'm not just here to help her out. I actually do use the product and I really do enjoy it.
Now, do you think that this will encourage women to carry more often than otherwise?
Yes, absolutely, because a lot of times whenever you leave the house, you want to make sure that you're protected and that you can conceal carry your weapon, but you may not be comfortable or you may not like what you have on, and this is a way for you to accommodate both of those. So
it kind of reminds me of what some folks say in regards to concealed carrying, is that you have to work your fashion around the gun that you're trying to carry, but in this case it sounds like you don't have to sacrifice too much.
No, not at all. There's no sacrifice, and like I said, it's just a really great brand, and I think it's really up and coming, and it's going to make a huge impact, especially with how many women are involved in the industry lately. I think that she's really found her way into the market early, and she's going to really, really expand.
So for women's fashion, what are some of the best ways to conceal carry?
Honestly, I love our waist holster. A lot of the sweaters and jackets have invisible pockets that you're able to easily grab your weapon and use it when necessary. But it's also very comfortable. Like 9 times out of 10, I forget it's even there, and so I never really having to worry about it being in the way or uncomfortable. And it's just a really awesome product. It's my favorite.
Now, you said you grew up in a law enforcement family that was always around firearms, and you also became Miss West Virginia 2018.
I did.
So can you go into how you've balanced those two lifestyles as well?
So my family's from Colorado originally. I moved to West Virginia 4 years ago. I always grew up on the gun range. My dad, my brothers always had me behind a gun, learning the proper form, the proper ways to shoot. It's something I've always been very passionate about. And being in West Virginia, it's a state where as long as you're of age, you don't have to have a concealed carry permit. So anybody can conceal carry. So even though I have my concealed carry permit, I'm always concealed carrying, and I'm able to fit the part of Miss West Virginia and do my appearances and still feel protected at all times.
Now, do you still live in West Virginia?
I do, yes.
So what are some of your thoughts that make West Virginia special and unique?
West Virginia is amazing. I was born and raised in Colorado, but West Virginia is home. The people there are so wonderful. Like I said, the fact that you can conceal carry as long as you're of age of 21 is an amazing attribute to West Virginia. They're very Second Amendment pro-friendly, and it's definitely my favorite place in the entire world, and I'm very, very happy to call it home.
Now, I also heard before that you started your own media company, that you work a lot with these brands.
Yes, so my boyfriend Britton Wasmer and I actually have FSD Outdoors. We are a marketing and media group in the industry, and we create a lot of the photo and video content as well as manage a lot of their social accounts. We work with companies like Hoyt Bow Hunting, Cadex Defense, Sitka Gear, Vortex Optics, amongst so many others. We've really found our passion in the industry. It started out as a photography, videography business in the more personal portrait and corporate world, and now that we're able to bring our passion of hunting, the outdoors, and firearms with our talents of photo and video together, we've really found a place where we feel that we fit and that we're able to succeed both personally and professionally.
So what are some of your favorite companies to cover in a media sense?
In a media sense, I'm a bow hunter. I love to hunt with my bow. I've only ever killed one animal with a gun. And so any of the companies that involve archery, like Hoyt bow hunting or Spot Hog archery, those are always going to be my favorites because, that's my favorite part. But I also love to get behind one of those long-range precision rifles. So whenever we're out on the range day, I'm shooting upwards of 1,000 meters. That's also something that I think is a huge accomplishment. So Cadex Defense is a great long-range precision rifle. We do a lot of work with them, and they're definitely a company that I love to work with as well.
Alexander Calder-Spinelli here, and we've been speaking with Chelsi Rose of FSD Outdoors, brand ambassador for Tactica Defense Fashion, as well as Miss West Virginia 2018. We'll see you in the next video.